To distinguish and set apart one's clan or tribe, or to introduce unique character into one's household, is not a modern idea. Subtle works of good taste are now and always have been appreciated. Ruth Dayan, Israeli craftswoman. To turn a vision of oneself into a tangible result requires commitment, skills, and the right tools for the job. This is making a masterpiece of your life. The 5 elements. Element 2, family management. The second element of life as a craft is concerned with the smooth running of your home, making it a happy place for all family members to live and grow. Families have different rules, policies, and procedures for getting along and living together. If the family and its environment is not managed in a balanced way, conflicts arise, causing pain and distress for family members. Good family management is like managing a master craftsman's workshop and a critical element to the family's happiness and success. If you think of it as managing the family workshop where people are learning and practicing the way of craftsmanship and life as a craft, a wide range of subjects, both tangible and intangible, come into view. Tangible, as in managing the physical infrastructure of your home and equipment. Intangible, as in the thoughtful guidelines and processes you will observe and practice as members of the family workshop. Subjects for study and practice in this element include family goals and objectives, the things that you need or want to accomplish as a family, home and garden, the physical place where you live and learn to practice life as a craft, family policies, guidelines for cooperation, confidential information that is private to the family and should be protected. Substance abuse, the use of alcohol and medications in a responsible way. Family member assistance, what to do when a family member finds themselves in need of help. Grievances and suggestions, how to listen and align as needed when things get out of sync. Family policies. Many times, families find themselves in situations with the need to discuss a policy or rule of the house, only to find that the policy is at best marginally clear to the family members engaged in the situation. And worse, it may be a moment of crisis when emotions are running high. It is at times, such as these, that family members usually find themselves left with nothing but the first thought or phrase that comes to mind. This is rarely adequate to solve a situation, leaving family members bitter and angry instead of people who truly desire to live peacefully with one another. Sometimes, things are better said in writing, where each family member can individually refer to the policy in private and consider its meaning for themselves. Examples of sensitive family policies like this might be a family member's sexuality, substance abuse, or financial trouble. Sensitive issues for which the need to provide family members a dignified way of coming to terms with their situation might be better started on paper to help open the way for family members to sit down face to face. Including sensitive topics in writing, perhaps in the form of a personal letter or greeting card, also displays an open acknowledgement by the family that such topics have been thought about and are not off limits, that they will be dealt with in a sensitive and respectful manner, mindful of each family member's dignity, and that they are a real part of everyday human life. As human beings, family members may have to deal with any or all of them someday in their own lives. Family member assistance. Provide a confidential way for assistance to family members whose personal problems are affecting their abilities to live and function at the best they can be. Arrangements should be available for a family member to see a professional who is specifically trained in your specific problem area, including alcoholism, financial problems, domestic violence, drug dependency, eating disorders and emotional illness, family problems, legal problems, marital conflict, abortion, and sexuality. Confidentiality is one of the most important aspects of the program. No one outside your family need know unless you tell them. No information will be discussed without your involvement unless you are unable to do so for yourself. Your willingness to help yourself is the first step. Grievances and suggestions. An efficient, successful household workshop and family members go hand in hand. Family member grievances or suggestions are important regardless of whether the problems or ideas are large or small. While you should encourage talking it out, there are some situations which may call for a more formal approach. A grievance is any event, condition, rule, or practice which a family member believes treats him or her unfairly. This covers a wide range of circumstances. A grievance may also deal with an attitude, a statement, or an opinion held by one family member to another. Remember, talking things over usually helps. When you have a grievance or other problem, talk it over first. If for some reason you do not have the opportunity to discuss the matter, or if the discussion does not lead to a satisfactory conclusion, then put it in writing. Explain the present situation, the desired condition, and your proposed solution or suggestion. Your grievance or suggestion could be a brief statement or a simple idea. This is a good opportunity to encourage using the Craftsman's Journal, a tool to focus one's thoughts and understand what is upsetting you clearly, so it can be explained to others. It can also help to keep emotions in check when used to focus a conversation. This is a standard procedure used by workshops in many crafts. The grievance or suggestion conversation. Together, review the grievance or suggestion and sit down for a conversation. This may be with or without the presence of other family members. At this conversation, openly discuss the complaint and the reasons for feeling troubled. In order for this policy to work, each family member must want it to work and be willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. Think about it. These scenes play out all the time in family life. If the managers of the family workshop have not thought about them, when they do arise, they will be caught unprepared and either make something up on the fly or worse, do nothing at all. This can cause stress and bad feelings. Imagine if you were at work and your manager reacted this way. We've all had it happen, too often perhaps. The end result is often a hit to the manager's reputation, leaving people thinking he or she has no idea what they're doing. They're just making it up as they go along. How did they ever get that job anyway? And you can't fire them. They are the manager. You are stuck with them. So you take to working around them to get your work done in spite of them. Now imagine the children and apprentices in your household workshop who report to you. Are they stuck with a workshop manager who manages by intuition, making it up as you go along? Or will you be a skilled manager, one who learns about particular family management subjects as required over time, and who sets about to skillfully practice the way of craftsmanship in running a smooth family workshop? Now, think about the best managers you've ever had. Did they drop a 20-pound manual of workshop rules and regulations on your workbench and force you to memorize it under penalty of pain? Or did they share those rules and regulations with you as circumstances warranted, demonstrating their management knowledge and skill for providing clear procedural guidance with tools and consistent answers at the ready, or at least in short order? How did you or would you feel about that? Would you think your manager has an idea of what they're doing? Would you tend to work with them rather than around them because you have a sense of confidence and/or respect that they have learned and practiced versus flying by the seat of their pants and making it up as they go along? Or worse, completely sidestepping any management responsibility by throwing it back at you with, "Hey, you figure it out. That's what I pay you for." Or, "I don't answer to you. I'm the authority around here. I'm the manager." AKA, I'm the adult and you're the kid. Now that you have an idea of how you would feel between these two management styles, how do you think the people in your family would feel when faced with a similar situation in the household workshop? Managing the family workshop. In craftsmanship traditions across the world, a journeyman or journeywoman would submit a high-quality work product known as a masterpiece to a body of peers often known as a guild. If the work met the standard, the journeyman or journeywoman would be admitted to the guild in a rite of passage and transition to the next phase from journeyman to master craftsman. Traditionally, in many crafts, only masters were allowed to open their own workshops. Even then, the master had to be skilled and demonstrate proficiency in workshop management, not just his or her specific craft, if it was to succeed as a viable business. Similarly, in many cultures to this day, a couple cannot formally unite in marriage until the household workshop building and financial resources are established to provide a solid environment within which to raise a family, and training often lasting a year or more before the wedding, during which the couple would undergo study, discussion, and skills development with advisors covering everything from roles and responsibilities, conflict resolution, household rules according to the community standards, and child-raising guidelines and requirements. Family management, element 2 in the practice of life as a craft, is the vital factor in every family contributing to the overall health, happiness, and well-being of the family. Management, if you look closely, has always been an important factor in every sphere of human activity. The concept of management deals with achieving desired goals through plan-guided activity. It is an essential component of family living. Successful human relationships are the natural outcome of skillful family management practices in the home environment. Therefore, family management deals with the practical application of the principles of management, planning for a desired outcome in your home. It is the administrative aspect of family living. It is linked with your family values, standards, and goals, which give meaning to the lives, thoughts, feelings, and experiences of the members of the family. When looked at in this light, family and household management is, in all countries, the number one occupation employing the most people and handling the most money. Therefore, family management, like workshop management, requires competence in specific subjects and craftsmanship, skillful execution of the finished work, and the manner in which it was done. It is a structured approach to managing the life of your family through learning and practice rather than flying by the seat of your pants. In practice, it creates a sense of control and well-being in the family's managers, which then trickles down in a positive effect to all members of the family workshop. Family management skills training includes 1. Planning and organization, and the control and utilization of the various resources of the home for the proper benefit of the members of the family, just as in a master craftsman's workshop. 2. Family economy and control of the family income. 3. Many other skills from meal planning, clothing and laundry, childcare, and care and maintenance of household equipment from the water heater to the family car. The Family Culture Handbook. In traditional craftsmen's workshops, it was common to see a handbook of one sort or another used by everyone. It is a type of reference work or other collection of instructions intended to provide ready reference as and when needed. The term originally applied to a small portable book, fitting in the hand, containing useful information, including guidance in the craft and instructions for operating machinery. In a working environment where people may be separated by job type or location, such tools are designed to communicate one version of the truth, which can be used as a reference by all parties to maintain alignment and balance. In the family workshop, where we are closely related emotionally and usually under the same roof, a printed handbook of family policies and values may seem overly formal. However, there is much benefit for those in the role of family managers for using the journeyman or master's journal and the Mindcraft tool of reflection to work out clear, unambiguous ideas regarding policies, procedures, and the like, especially for those areas of difficulty, as they may be experienced from time to time, from taking care of family property to healthy screen time guidelines for television and mobile devices. How the ideas are then communicated will depend on your family workshop culture. Some families hold family meetings or powwows to share information. Others like to pin notices on the refrigerator billboard, while others might text or email messages when school and work schedules don't line up. Others may yet like the idea of putting together a small handbook of practical guidelines in short 1 or 2 paragraphs. Still, there are other families who have non-family members working and or living in the household in various capacities, including primary child care such as au pairs, where there is common use of family handbooks containing household guidelines and au pair responsibilities, similar to those used in a commercial employment setting. Family management is element 2 of 5 in the practice of life as a craft. Your objective over the 4 phases of your life is to select subjects for study and practice within each of the 5 elements and achieve incremental excellence to improve the quality of your craftsmanship and make a masterpiece of your life. This is Charles Collins, inviting you to join us for the next episode of Making a Masterpiece of Your Life. Making a Masterpiece of Your Life is made possible by a grant from the Griffin House Trust.